is. It's really weird.
Yeah, because when I signed up, I think we created the WorkingMan one. They gave us access to it as like, whatever. Obviously, they get you addicted like a drug dealer, right? Here, the first taste is free. See if you can build your audience, and if you can build your audience, then we'll let you stay on it, and here you go. So
that's 100% what it is. People get addicted to that rush, that adrenaline, that like, you know, is my video gonna go viral? You know?
Yeah, but you can't say anything. You can't talk about. You can't be honest. God forbid you show a nipple or something from a guy, and you get banned for a month.
Literally.
Yeah.
Odie,
the other guy gets banned, not even you.
Not even you. Odie popped it out, and you know, he was banned. Larry was banned for it. And
Larry got banned. I know, that poor guy.
Which was hilarious. We haven't had him back on since. He won't even answer our call.
I know, he won't even come near us. I don't blame him. He does send us videos though. Sometimes I don't know what he's losing his mind.
Yeah, he does a lot of singing and joking, and he's got a ton of followers too. I don't know why he doesn't use his platform to make money.
Oh, he doesn't?
I've never seen him have like a viral video in the 6 months I've been on, 3, 4, 5 months I've been on, whatever it's been. And you only get paid when you get lots of views.
Oh, so he doesn't go on there and like people send him gifts and do all those things. He just kind of.
Oh, I haven't seen him go live in a while. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought that's what he thought he did.
No, I mean, maybe he has some other way that I don't know about, because I only got 22,000 followers and he's got 300.
Does he really?
Yeah, I think he's got like 300,000 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
But doesn't he go live stream from his Uber, Lyfts, or whatever he was doing? I don't know if he's still doing that, but
he was doing lives from that, but he stopped because I think he runs a company now. Yeah, he's got 317,000 followers.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, he's doing really well with it. But he also runs. He's like the operations manager, I think, and so he's like, real busy with that.
Oh, okay, that's that other company he was at the other day, answering the phones and stuff or whatever.
Right, doing that. Dispatch. I know he's like field manager or something like that, I think he said. But yeah, he's he's not using the platform at all. I also met a lawyer on TikTok in like a friend group that I have, like a creator group, and she's a legal consultant in all 50 states, and she's given me access to all the legal files I want for every case. It's crazy how much info she has. And
yeah, because they have LexisNexis. They have that LexisNexis account.
She pulled files from the Kelsey Fitzsimmons stuff immediately. And
nice.
And I got some like inside info on that, which is pretty cool. But she had 500,000 followers on. She had over 1 million followers, I think she said, on all of her platforms, and she got completely demonetized
because they just didn't like the message, or her.
Yeah, she was covering a true crime case that was like really, really big, and I forget the name of whatever it was she said, but that following had enough of an impact, and they reported her everywhere. Mass reported her everywhere, and she lost her following she lost her accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the whole deal.
That's stupid.
And she's starting from scratch again. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, especially building that all the ways up and then you lose it like that.
Right. She had her Facebook since 2003.
And there's no like, you're not picking up the phone and talking to somebody at TikTok. You got to send an email, and it's an algorithm, and it's some nerd who's just like, nah, we don't like it. Sorry, bye.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even respond to you, and then after they don't respond to you, and they don't respond to you, and then they say, oh, you extended your 30 days, your 60 days, whatever it was, because you didn't get back to us, so you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And then they'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You didn't respond in the correct amount of time, so now you're done.
Right. It's a whole crock of horse shit.
I mean, it's obviously working for them, but I think, and that's the thing that scared me, right? The first night, Larry gets banned, Odie gets banned, and you've grown this thing that you had, and I was like, he's going to lose this thing because
right, yeah,
it's just something stupid that's not even a reason to lose it, right? So
that's the thing, is like you you end up getting a decent little following, and you can make some decent little money. I've made somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000 in the 4 months I've been doing it.
That's awesome.
You could lose that instantly, or get it demonetized because you say the wrong thing, or you're too controversial, or you're talking about the wrong topics. It's just like, it's tough.
Someone just doesn't like you, whatever. But
right, it's a weird thing. I did notice though, the more you go live, the TikTok incentive is live. You got to go live to make your money. And,
something. I see that too. I keep getting the messages, invited to things to try to get me to go live. Who the fuck wants to hear what I have to say?
That's my problem too. Is like, it's, we'll just hear bullshit. And I think I'm going to target more Boston content. I like the true crime stuff, just because I'm super always interested in that stuff anyway. But I like the Boston content. Boston's content's been really good to me on Instagram. I've consistently have about 1 million views a month on Instagram.
Yeah, it's almost like they force you to these other platforms, right? So YouTube, they don't care what we say or what we do. Instagram, I don't even think has any clue. And TikTok or X or whatever. I mean, not TikTok, sorry. X or Twitter, whatever it's called now.
Right.
No, they don't care. Now, if you share the video from the shows, are you getting, I wonder, or does it matter? Do you still get in trouble for sharing stuff also?
I think the same context. If you cut the show up into a whole bunch of little videos, they analyze it and listen to what you're saying, and
I would grab it and say, okay, yep, you said fucking pussy, not cat, because you cut it before the cat part, right?
Right, you got to say pew pew instead of,
Yeah, you can't kill somebody or something, right? Is that what right?
You can't. See, I'm so in the habit of it. Yeah, you can't say somebody was killed or murdered or whatever. You got to say unalived. You got to say pew pew. You got to say got him with stabbing. You got to say got him with a sharp object.
So what's funny? I gotta sit closer to Doc. Yeah. I was, because you do this true crime stuff, right? What's that other kid? Turtle Boy. All these people doing this true crime stuff. Literally just thought they were morons talking about unlivened and pew pew, and I'm like,
right.
What the fuck are these idiots doing? But because TikTok and
it's so crazy that you have to say it in a certain way, or that you end up losing your potential to make any money. I'm finally on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm on X now, so I'm using all the platforms to grow it. Because TikTok is great, and I'll use it to make money, but it's like the third or fourth best option I found out to make money.
Okay. So you make a video on TikTok, then you just grab it, shoot it up, and
Sure.
I mean, obviously you have this StreamYard thing. Use this. It sits there all week, so somebody should use it.
Right. Once I get enough followers, I plan on using this to do it across the board.
Yeah, and share it across, because I think you can. I mean, there is a way to play videos, do things. I see other people. I only know about this because I was listening to the hell's his name? Kirk Minahan there. This is what his people use, right? I was actually trying to promote you before we started getting back on the show.
That's right.
Hey, I know a kid, because they had a basketball tournament. I was like, I know a kid that's really good. He'd get on the radio. It'd be fun. And started talking to some of their people, and they would talk. I said, what do you guys use? And they said, oh, we got the StreamYard thing. Blah, blah, blah.
That's awesome. We should do a little basketball thing against them.
Something, you can actually go on this show, right? They're always looking for like a third share and stuff like that. So somehow, some way, we're gonna weasel our way in there or something, and just kind of
let's do it. Let's do it. I'm all ears.
They are trying to do a basketball league with like Boston, New York, Boston, Chicago.
Is Kirk Minahan on the Boston platform?
So he is. He's on Boston, but he's on the Kirk Minahan network. Like he has his own crazy network or something. I mean. It's funny. I never followed him or listened to him when he was on Boston radio. Like, I don't know. I just don't listen to that shit. Probably because I was working. But I started following him, I think, because I'm not a big Boston. Whatever. Dave Portnoy, those guys. That's awesome. Brian, they're fucking great. Fantastic. Wonderful things. It just wasn't my, I don't know. It just didn't, like.
Yeah, no, you're a cup of tea.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I get it. You're showing sexy girls. You're showing, like, married with kids. Like, I'm way past that shit now.
I'm old now.
I'm just old ugly. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So I started watching them because he got into a fight with something, or he said he was going to destroy something. Like he was just like me, angry, right? Fuck, I'll burn the world down.
Right.
He did the Survivor thing, And it was
Okay.
interesting. It was actually kind of funny. My daughter says it's stupid. I enjoyed it. So I started following him and then started watching his show. And then I watched the Unnamed Show. Is the other one of the shows that they do with the
No idea.
Portnoy thing. They just kind of, it's kind of like this. They just shoot the shit for the week, what they're talking about. So
Right.
it's more real than the fake scripted shit of these other shows, right? Every other show, they're just trying to sell you fucking DraftKings sports ads.
Right. They're just literally just trying to sell you on, buying into their platform and buying their picks or buying whatever else and all that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Showing, I hit the Barstool parlay. Kids sharing parlays. I kept sharing stuff back to him. I'm like, dude, this guy's suspended. He's your pick of the week. Like, he's suspended. Like, how the fuck is he your pick of the week? Like,
listen, that's hilarious that you just segued into talking about the sports betting and the sports stuff because, I told you Sam was coming on, and Sam's going to be on in just a minute or two, and she's going to give us her picks of the week. She went 14 for 16 last week, and she made almost $1,000. She said on different parlays and different bets and whatever she did last week, and she's going to hop on and give us some sports betting advice and give us what she thinks is going to win this week because I couldn't pick my nose. I don't know how people do it, what they're looking for. Like, I don't understand that. That's a whole different world to me.
I have no clue. I do a pool. Friend does a pool. It's every Patriots game. It's the squares, right? It's the thing I do. And then I pick I'm in a surviving pool. Last year, and I hate to admit this, came down to the very last game. I forgot to pick my team.
Awful.
I ended up being New Hampshire. By the time I realized that it was 5 minutes before kickoff that it had to be done, and I couldn't make it to the border of Massachusetts, and I ended up losing. So down to the very last game of the very last season, like I put in 50 grand.
Terrible.
Oh, it was horrible. I wanted to kill. Yeah, So those are. I'm in one now. I picked in two. So far,
That's the survival pool.
Yeah, it's $10. You pick one team a week.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I typically last like 3 or 4 weeks in that. Awful. I'm literally the worst sports bettor you've ever met in your life.
So I think this year is it's I don't want to say it's easy, right? Because obviously not, but like New Orleans, the Jets, Tennessee.
Right.
Just take anybody playing them, right?
Right.
I could be wrong, but maybe Sam will prove us right on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully Fatty would be here because he sucks at picking bets.
Yeah, he thinks he's a great sports bettor. Hey Sam.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? The
good,
Bills
thanks.
are at home. We're feeling good.
I seen your video earlier. By the way, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you doing this with us.
Of course, anytime.
And I seen your video earlier, so I went through $50 on Buffalo. So that unfortunately means for you that they're probably going to lose.
Well, I think this is the one you're going to be good on.
Okay, good. I have the worst between the luck and just not knowing how to make a pick to save my life. I'm terrible.
Yeah, honestly, I would say like up to week 5, and like you can't really do like over-unders and spreads because there's just not enough data yet, in my opinion. Like there's not enough. I mean, you always can't rely on that, but for me, especially, like you just got to bet on the money lines and some player props that are like obvious, like anytime touchdowns or something like that. That's how I've been.
Right. That's how you've been making your money.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that.
So ask one. So do you pick parlays, or is that a sucker bet? Those things, or do you're just picking the Buffalo Bills to win the money line right out to win? You're not doing Buffalo Bills with.
Right. I have that, and like I have like 3 going right now. Like anytime touchdown, Josh Allen, over 4 field goals, Bills Bills halftime winner, under 2.5 rushing, Josh Allen yards. Yeah, yards. It's too much.
And is that a parlay?
Yeah, that's a parlay.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
All right.
See, I don't.
That's what you were asking. Sorry.
No, that's
no. That's what I was curious about. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get to that parlay? There's a million options, of course, right?
Well, because
what
like I
numbers are you
just
looking
go
at?
through and you always got to throw in a plus, you know what I mean? Something that's not so obvious. So like I always just go in and look around, you know what I mean? And just like really what feels good in the moment, that intuition, I don't know, I'm just like beep, yes. Or like, I'll look up stats, you know what I mean? I try not to rely all on just stats, but also I look like when I'm going on money lines and I'm just predicting who's going to win. I
Right.
look at their previous games highlights, like how their offenses and their defense is going to mash up. Like, what can they improve on? Like what was the yardage here? That always helps too.
Interesting. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense to me because I couldn't win. I couldn't pick 14 right in about 10 weeks. So
Yeah.
I like you doing it in 1 week is just incredible to me.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
it,
like exactly, like there's a lot that goes into my choices and a lot, especially like early in the season is so hard. I don't know that is luck, but also I've been paying really close attention to even preseason and week 1 and 2. Like I'll go back and seriously watch everything and really analyze it and try to digest it.
it's a commitment.
It
It's a lot.
is. Like
It's a
I
lot.
spend like when I do my like when I sit here and do my bets and like my work on my podcast, I'm like in 12 hours of work, like literally, like of looking into everything,
Holy shit!
typing shit up like in between a few days, you know what I mean? Like I'll do it Sunday. And that's combined with like watching games, watching the full game, and then like
Right.
watching highlights and then looking up research and stuff. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a big commitment. I mean,
It
if
is. I have a lot
if
of time in my hands too, so
oh, fair enough, fair enough. And if you're winning, then it's worth it, right? It makes sense to do
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
But real quick before we get
My
into
betting strategy, hold on, is going to be anybody against New Orleans, Tennessee, or the Jets. Whoever's playing those 3 teams, just pick them.
Actually, I picked the Jets to win this week.
See?
Yeah, they're playing the Patriots.
No, they're playing. Hang on, I have them all.
Gotcha.
They're
playing the Bucks. Oh, Sam,
yeah, they're playing
what are you doing to me?
I know. Well, because I watched the Texans versus the Bucks game, and by the third quarter, dude, the Tampa Bay was exhausted. They were exhausted, and they almost lost against the Texans. Like even though Justin Fields may be out, actually, I think he is out. Yeah, he's out for sure. I think it's a sprain, right? A knee sprain. Even though he's out, their defense, I feel like would still put more pressure than what the Texans did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do have a better defensive line, right?
Yes, way better, in my opinion.
That's an interesting one because I think that, I think the common misconception is, and even I think it too, is that the Jets suck. They're not good. They're going to be bottom, a solid team, right?
Yeah, but they've made some changes. They just got didn't they just get a new offensive coordinator or a head coach? They just got something like that.
Yes, they definitely got a new head coach, and Tyrod Taylor is playing this week, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was another thing, right? Tyrod Taylor, like.
And their offensive lines been
when
he well.
last game during the Texans when Tyrod Taylor took over, that was the whole point why I picked the Jets. He was the only one to make he like scored like on one of the first drives that he was playing, so like
right.
When he played for the Bills, like he was very unpredictable, but I feel like I don't know. That was another one that I was also unsure, and so I did pick them off of like some of my parlays. Like I try not to pick the same team over and over again. That's another thing that I made mistakes of when I first started. Is like I'll put like every single team in parlays or like one team, and that was the only team that like messed up all these parlays. I got like all right besides like that one team, and I put them all across the board. You know what I mean? So
right, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I have a tendency. And I think a lot of people have the tendency to like focus on one type of bet, right? Like, I'm just going to do like money lines, or I'm going to do, spreads, or I'm going to do over and unders, whatever it is, right? And then you start looking at all of the games in just that type of bet. And that's where you kind of screw yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and also like spreading them out. Like, people are like, "How did you only win like $200 on like, and like a 7 leg parlay?" And I'm like, "Because I bet $5 because I'm spreading. I only spend $100 a week, each week, and it's constantly growing every week. And that is like the goal is not to put any money into the account. You know what I mean? During the season, like it's only I like stacked that up. But last year, I stacked it up. I think I had like a few grand in there at least. I think it was like
nice.
2,500, and I put it all on the Bills on the AFC because I was like, they gotta beat, like statistically they have to win, right? You know, but they lost. But
that was betting with your hat and not your head.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. And that's another thing.
Yeah, that's a big problem, right?
Yeah, no, for real.
Except for when you're the Patriots for a few years. We won everything.
I know, dude. I feel, you know what? Like, as much as we have history, like, I really do feel bad for the Patriots fans because they, like, rode this high with Tom Brady for years. Like, it was so proud to go wear a Patriots jersey and a Brady jersey out in public, like, because you guys were the best. So you guys had it good for so many years. So, you know, I do feel bad. You know, I feel like they really do need to invest more in the Patriots. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Crashed and burned.
It's a tragedy.
But hopefully Vrabel will get us back on the right track.
Yeah. Drake, Drake May, I feel like he kind of reminds me, this is very controversial to say, especially as a Bills fan, but he kind of reminds me of like a young Josh Allen. Like he does well, like he can be like super accurate, but like he just needs to have work. He just needs that time, he just needs time to grow with the team. And that's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Like he didn't do that well when he first started. It took a while for him to grow into the team, and grow like as a man. So I don't know, Drake May be your dude, but
I'm hoping. I call him the future just because I'm a huge North Carolina guy, and he pisses everybody else off around here. But how can everybody find you? What's your most
I pretty much do everything on TikTok, and then you'll be able to figure it out, elsewhere. But it's at Sam is Down on TikTok. And if you don't have TikTok, it's Sam's Playbook Podcast on YouTube and my podcast on Apple Podcasts and anywhere where you watch your podcasts.
And do you do jewelry and stuff too? Is that what I was saying?
Yeah, so that's like our main hustle. Dude, I do everything. It's funny. Like it's so weird. But no, yeah, we sell vintage jewelry. That's what we do. My husband's actually on a live stream right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was selling jewelry somewhere on something, and I was like, well, I think that's the woman. Sorry, I don't want to offend anybody.
Oh God.
Scott was talking about. I know you're from Buffalo. You're not worried about that shit. So, but I just was like, oh, she sells jewelry. That's pretty cool. Down in Florida. You down in Florida? Is that where you were?
Yeah, I'm down in Florida. Yep. It started in New York though, but yeah, we're down in Florida now. It's a lot. It's it's like a different world down here, but it's crazy how many, I didn't expect this, but how many Bills fans are down here. And I'm like 30 minutes from their stadium, from Miami Stadium.
Like, nice.
It's so close, and there's like 10 Bills fans that I know of in our track. It's crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've always said Florida's just New England's waiting room. Like
literally.
It's like God's waiting room for New Englanders and Northerners,
literally
New Yorkers.
It is. They call it the second borough. It's like a second borough. Like,
yeah,
literally.
It's all the everybody moves down there to get warm.
Yeah.
But give us some picks. What are you thinking this week? Because I have no clue. If I win this Buffalo bet, I'm going to be doing something.
All right. So for the Bengals versus I'll just start in order. Hopefully this is all in order. Oh yeah. So Thursday night, obviously Bills. Then Sunday kicks off, and then it's the Bengals versus the Vikings. Both quarterbacks are injured, which is crazy. But Carson Wentz is the backup for the Vikings, and that dude is so squirrely. I don't know. I feel like Jake Browning's a little bit more accurate, so I'm going with the Bengals. What do you guys think on that one?
Yeah, I lost Joe Burrows in my fantasy, so fuck the Bengals. But
yeah, right. You're so mad, dude. I feel so bad. That dude literally has gotten snubbed nubbed now for like so many years.
It's so terrible.
It's a trap, dude, because he's so good. Like, he has so much potential, but year after year, I feel like just something happens. Like his freaking toe. Like, how how rare that is to get like a toe injury? Like, I guess it's not.
Too.
It's more common, but
it's funny.
Who was the injury?
Who was the wide receiver that played for Cincy that had that turf toe forever?
Was it T. Higgins?
No, I'm going back a little bit, like 10 years. Oh my God. There was a wide receiver who had like the turf toe or something with his toe for most of his career. But anyway.
I didn't know. No, that's crazy. Is it? I guess maybe they're like cursed. I don't know. Maybe I feel like, dude, like what? I just feel like he should just be traded, just to see,
Yeah, he saved his career like Matthew Stafford did.
Right. So okay, the Texans versus Jacksonville. I have obviously the Jaguars winning that one for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
You don't think the Texans are going to beat the Jaguars?
Yeah, you said you get the Jags winning that.
Yeah. Oh, did I say that backwards? I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I probably did. But yeah, I meant the Jacksonville Jaguars winning.
Yeah, Jacksonville's going to win. Okay, I think they're going to be playing on a high because they won last week, right?
Right, but I would pick Trevor Lawrence over C.J. Stroud any day of the week. I don't know.
I agree. He's a better quarterback. And this is why you went 14 for 16 and I
No. I don't know. You might be right because the Texans are 0-2 right now. Like, probability, you know what I mean? Like, you also have to think of probability. Like, they got to win sometime. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking is they've got to be desperate.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So you could be right. Like, luckily, I think I only have them on my big leg and I think maybe one more. So we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. But the Colts,
we're talking about AJ Green. AJ Green for the wide receiver.
That's exactly who I was talking about. Yep. He had that turf toe forever.
That's crazy.
They said he was cursed. So
yeah, that's maybe he cursed the whole team now. Look at that.
Yeah, seriously. It's the field.
Oh man, dude, the Dolphins scored at 7-0. Oh. All right, sorry. It's first and 10. The Buffalo has the ball. All right. Okay, anyway, so the Colts versus the Titans. Colts are undefeated right now, dude. Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy. The Colts are on fire. But what do you think?
I was going to say the Texans are, the Titans are historically awful, right?
Dude.
They should be historically bad this year.
I know. And Cam Ward looks so promising, like in preseason and just in general, like his football career or his college career. So, like, obviously I'm going with the Colts for sure. And I actually think it's a home game for the Colts.
I think they're playing in
Tennessee. They're traveling to Nashville. Yeah. So it really doesn't matter, honestly. So Colts, for sure. I feel like we all agree on that one. All right, Raiders versus Commanders. I have the Raiders.
Really?
Yes. Jaden Daniels may be out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That's a game changer.
Yeah. And I just love the changes that the Raiders made. They have Tom Brady as new co-owner, right? Pete Carroll, their new head coach, and Chip Kelly, their offensive coordinator. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like, but Geno Smith, he's good, but he's not great. They also have like Max Crosby as like running for their the oil in their defense. Like, I feel like they're gonna beat the Commanders for sure.
Yeah, I would, especially without Jaden Daniels, I would agree.
Yeah. But I think that may be that, like, we have to pay attention to their injury report already came out today. I'm like a day behind, so like I might be wrong. I could look that up to see if he's starting, but it was a maybe if he was in or not. I think it was like an ankle sprain or a knee sprain, one of the two.
Gotcha.
Jaden Daniels isn't playing. Marcus Mariota is playing.
Okay, yeah. So I would definitely.
So that ends that conversation.
Yeah. Rams versus Eagles. This one could go literally either way, and it's hard for me. What do you guys? What is your opinion on that one? I want to know what you think first.
I mean, I think the Eagles are going to be playing on a high. So,
yeah.
And I just like the Rams a little more.
Yeah, I do like Matthew Stafford.
But with that being said, I would take the Rams in this, but I would lose, and the Eagles would probably win.
I have the Eagles. I have the Eagles because
I would go with the Rams too, so they'd probably lose.
That's interesting. That's interesting. And I don't know, like that was another one that I left off a lot, so I was unsure of. I literally have it right here. Like it could go either way, and like I think the Eagles have like man, hang on, I want to see how much they're favored. Can you look that up real quick?
3.5.
Yeah, so I don't think it's gonna play down like that. I think it's gonna be like really, really close. I think it's gonna be like a point game, or it may even go into overtime or something. I think it's gonna be that close. Yeah. That's my opinion.
And this is a Sunday 1:00. This isn't like a
prime time.
Prime time game. You know what I mean? So
right. Okay, so the Falcons versus Panthers. Obviously, the Falcons. Oh my God, the Panthers! What a freaking tragedy.
Carolina's just awful in every possible way. They suck.
Bryce Young is just. I'm sorry, like I feel like he should just join a knitting class or something. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for clowning him that hard. Like,
isn't he only? Got a tied score?
Yeah, we got a now 7-7.
Nice. Good.
Anyway, sorry.
No, we're good. Bryce Young, he's very short too, isn't he? Like 5'10", 5'9"?
Yeah. He's a short kid with a big ego for no reason.
Big old ego.
That's a 93% probability rating of the Atlanta Falcons winning.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I know, and also it's not good. Sometimes it's good to keep them off your parlays too, because like they mess up your winnings, like because of the probability and like how much money is being dumped into it, obviously.
And only a 5.5 point spread is very weird.
Yeah. So the Steelers versus the Patriots. This was another iffy one for me, but I feel like the Steelers are going to take this one. They're just coming off of a loss from the Seahawks, and the Patriots are a coming win from the Dolphins. And the Dolphins and Patriots game was neck and neck. You know what I mean?
That was a wild game.
It was a wild game. So
the Dolphins lost that game. Patriots didn't win that game. The Dolphins lost that game.
Yeah. I know. I said the Patriots are coming in from a win. Did I say loss? Dude.
No. He was.
No. I'm just saying
that the Patriots didn't win it. Dolphins lost
right.
You know, the Patriots didn't play very well.
Right.
But they still ended up stealing the game.
All right. Yeah. So I have the Steelers winning that one. Packers versus the Browns. The Packers were surprising me this year because last season they didn't play really that well. Like it was very hit or miss. They were like half and half. I feel like winning and lose, like their win to loss ratio. But obviously I'm picking the Packers on that one.
I think the Packers are playing off of that high with getting Parsons. And I think that kind of fueled them to start the season.
Yes. And he's showing out, dude. He is
that's crazy.
Dude, it's insane.
I couldn't have imagined their defense being that good so early.
I know. It's crazy. The Jets versus Bucks. We already talked about that. I'm gonna go. That was like because they were favored too. The Bucks were favored, so I'm like, I'm also looking at it, and then I'm looking at the tapes. You know what I mean? I did watch the game too, the Bucks game. So I was like, I'm just gonna go with the Jets. Because Tyrod's been caged for a long time, and Tyrod kind of was like the laughing stock of Buffalo. Like I feel like he wants a time to shine, So that's what really fueled that interest, that piqued my interest. Okay, Broncos versus Chargers. Chargers.
Yeah, you think? I'm torn on that. I'm torn on that one. Just
Me
because,
too.
I think Sean Payton's going to have them playing better quickly because it's just who he is. And
but Justin Herbert, you know, they got it's just I feel like he's more talented than Bo Nix at this point. You know what I mean?
I can agree with that.
And well, Broncos are playing at home, so they definitely have the advantage there. But the Chargers do have a 3-point favorite. But yeah, I'm picking the favorite this week.
Fair enough.
All right, Saints versus Seahawks. Obviously, the Seahawks. I mean, do we need to discuss that one?
That's
Cowboys versus the Bears. This one is interesting. I'm gonna go. I was going out on a whim. I'm picking the Bears.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't Caleb Williams just gonna be a bust?
I think he was that video true the other day? We seen him doing his nails on the sideline.
I didn't know. No, I didn't see that. Was he really filing his nails?
No, one of his teammates was putting, and I don't know if this was. It was a video, but nowadays you don't know what's AI.
It was probably real, but what? They were putting nail polish on him?
Purple nail polish on
Shut up.
And Tommy, the fourth guy, kind of below me, he just texted saying that he always does his nails on the sideline.
Okay, I'm not. All right, well, we're not good. All right, I'll keep my comments to myself on that one. But yeah, I don't know. I'm picking the Bears. The Cowboys are coming in. You know what I mean? It's a home game for the Bears. The Bears need to prove themselves. Their defense, dude, is freaking insane. Okay, their defense is actually ranked. I think it's ranked pretty high, actually. The Bears defense, which is crazy, dude. Their last game, they were plowing through them. I forgot who they played, but I watched that game all the way through, and they were. But you know, Caleb Williams he forgets that there's like a fourth quarter, and like they did so good in the third quarter, and then at the fourth quarter they just like downhill.
So the Bears played the Lions last week, and they hung with them.
Oh no, I was talking about the previous week. Sorry, but go go ahead.
They played the Vikings before that, but last week they played the Lions, and they hung with them for a little bit. It was that second half that really started to separate, because I only know that because I have St. Brown on my fantasy, and he was doing regular at halftime, and then I looked at it and it was like, holy shit, what happened?
Yeah. So okay, though it was the previous week. Now that this is like how much I focus and like my days and like weeks run together. Literally, it's horrible.
I talk about a fall from grace though with the Cowboys, like how far they were America's team, right? And
I know, dude. No, and I really think that because like that, I was raised in a dual household, like a Cowboys Bills household, so that's like my secret NFC team. You know what I mean? I was like, but I never went to a Dallas game. I've been to like 100 Bills games, so I was like, dude.
We actually did. My buddy lives in Dallas, North Dallas, and we went down there to see him. My son and I did a tour. We did a tour of the stadium, and it's crazy how much of a control freak Jerry Jones is.
Yeah, too much.
It's crazy. He has like his owner's little perch where everybody can see him, and he's like, got his thing.
He is way too involved.
But the thing that blows my mind is that team, and I think this is part of the problem why they suck, is the team is only in that stadium the 8 games a year that they play.
Yeah.
And they practice an hour north in Frisco, and
I did not know that. That's ridiculous, because I'm sure most of them live in Dallas. You know what I mean? Like
right, the North Dallas Frisco area, and the craziest part is they have to all stay at a hotel the night before. They can't stay at their own homes, and they get driven to the stadium from the hotel as a team, like an away game.
What? That's wild.
So it's just all this crazy control stuff. That's really
like if you think about it, like when you're trying to like get in the zone, right, and get in that mindset, that winning mindset, like you want to have every single like comfortability that you have. You want to be around your home, like if you have a family, like your kids, like you got to see that purpose. You got to see your why before heading into that. Like I did not know that. That is wild. But yeah, that just goes to show you how much control that Jerry Jones has, and it's not even just that. It's like everything. And I feel like his sons are just like him, and I feel like there's no end of sight for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting to see what happens after this year because he's making a fool of himself at this point.
Yeah, literally. But I just don't think Dak is strong enough to take it. Like he surprised me coming back, but like he's so unpredictable, and I don't know. I feel like Caleb Williams has a little bit more to prove here. So that was like my flair for the week. Cardinals versus the 49ers. I have the Cardinals taking that one.
Oh, good. Okay. I like that.
Brock Purdy, he may be out. I think he is. Let's see.
Mac Jones would be covering for him if Mac Jones is the backup, right? And the Cardinals defense sucks too, but I think they're offensively, with Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray being able to scramble. I think that.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
I think they'll put up some points if nothing else. It'll be an interesting game.
And Trey McBride's definitely good for anytime TD for sure on that one. That's a good one. Anytime TD, Trey McBride.
Appreciate that.
Chiefs versus the Giants. This was as a Bills fan, I'm picking the Chiefs. They're 0-2, dude. They have to if they go in and get beat by Russell Wilson. Imagine.
There's
dude,
no
if that
chance.
Happens.
There's no chance.
If that happens, yeah, I would be like, all right, they should just end their season right then and there. If Russell Wilson, but he had an explosive game last week. Even though they lost, he had 450 passing yards.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I agree. He had a great game, but that was against that no-name shit Dallas defense.
Right, exactly. So you know what I mean. But Rashee Rice is also out for the Chiefs, and that's a vital, part of their offensive line. But still, I'm still picking the Chiefs for sure.
Yeah,
all right. Lastly, Lions versus Ravens. This is controversial, and I don't know. This one I had mad question marks, but I'm going with the Ravens.
I can agree with that just because they're more galvanized team. They've been battle tested.
And they have a 5-point advantage, which again I think is too much. 5 point. Yeah,
that's
I
a
think
lot.
That's too much. But and I think it's the home game for the Ravens too.
I was gonna say, do you think it's 5?
Yeah,
you think if they were in? You think if they were in Detroit, it'd be like 2.5, 3? You think?
Probably. That I noticed that has a lot to do with it. It really does. And obviously because they just came in from the Lions just came in from an explosive win last week. You know what I mean? But
a massive
against the Bears, but still.
DraftKings have it down to 4.5 points.
DraftKings has it down to 4.5 now.
Yep.
Oh really? Yeah, it changed. Dude, this is what's kind of weird to me is that it changes. Sometimes I'll record a video I record mine on Tuesday, right? And then by Friday or something, the spread will change. I'm like, what? How can that happen?
It's all the influence you're having on people. See?
Yeah, no, not
you're changing
me.
the money line. You're changing the line.
But I think that's messed up, though. I don't know. I guess obviously the more money you put into it, you know what I mean. But still, that shouldn't. I don't know. I guess it's good and bad for if it could be good, it could be bad for you. But the days that it's bad, it's bad.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, that's it. And that was the Monday night football game. So that's gonna be, dude, the Lions that's gonna be such a fun game to watch. I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for Monday.
Yeah, exactly. It's so speaking of primetime games, I'm completely convinced that the league's influenced, right?
For sure.
Not WWF where they predetermine, but it's influence where they're keeping it interesting, right? They're keeping the games close. They're keeping it prime time. People, keeping their attention.
And I noticed that.
Hold on. Sorry, I got to interrupt there. You just texted, and that dumbass said who? Obviously, he hasn't said a fucking word this whole thing, and he says who?
Sam.
Sorry.
Sam, I just texted him that he sounds like he's underwater. because he just switched to his AirPods.
Oh, yeah.
The guy in the black screen said, "Who?" He hasn't said a word the whole time. Clearly, it's not him, the fucking idiot.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I was just trying to explain why he just,
Yeah, I was like,
sorry.
Yeah, because I can't see comments and stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. Awesome. Let's see how this goes. I really appreciate you jumping on with us.
Good luck to everybody. Good luck.
And again, before you go, how can everybody follow you? What is your TikTok again?
It's at Sam is Down. Sam is Down, and Sam's Playbook Podcast. That's where you'll find me if you listen and you don't like TikTok, but you should get on TikTok if you like TikTok. I mean, if you don't like TikTok.
So what I think we should do next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Come up with a pick that you think is the best pick, and we'll all throw $100 on it and see what happens.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
This is not
I suck at this, so I'll take anybody's help.
I don't want to get sued here, but no.
No, I'm
talking about everybody else. You have to say like this is not financial. I think that's why my videos are like not doing well with my picks because like I don't know. I feel like I have to say different words. I don't usually say like parlay or something, but like I've noticed that like pick videos are been demonetized or like been
the algorithm kills it. Yeah. We were just talking about that when we started this.
Really?
Yeah, how like on TikTok I've got like 22,000 followers, and on Instagram I got like 14 or so. And, I consistently do like 1 million views a month on Instagram.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's nowhere near that now on TikTok. It was that way for a little bit. But
yeah, I feel like once you switch up that's my problem. Like when I first started TikTok, I got grouped in like the conspiracy, and like any type of conspiracy video went viral. And then I started the sports. Then like sports content started getting viral. Then I switched over to Karen Reed, like when the Karen Reed stuff was happening. And then that was the only stuff that was going like viral for me or whatever. And now when you're switching back into different categories, that's also doesn't help either. But especially the pick videos, because I had one pick video that got like almost 100,000 views last season, and then now all of a sudden they're just not I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's so weird how you have to like fit that algorithm and fit like what's happening and be consistent.
Yeah.
And I try to do that as much as I can, but obviously I talk about Boston stuff a lot.
Yeah, right.
What's happening around the city and how it's a fucking disaster now.
I can't. It's insane.
It's unbelievable, and I like to highlight.
It's like the new Florida man stories. Like literally every time I'm on Twitter, especially anytime I'm on X, it's like I was just like, dude, what the fuck is happening in Boston? Jeez, like
it's the craziest stuff. I actually got to get on Twitter to do that stuff because I haven't started my Twitter yet. But it's so wild. This shit here is just the craziest stuff, and but that's what I like to talk about. Is that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I try to keep it interesting as much as possible and highlight whatever's happening.
Right. Local, and especially get the local viewers too engaged.
Right. But yeah, TikTok sucks when it comes to like keeping in that algorithm and trying to make money off of it. But it's been good.
Also, because they switch their stuff so frequently. It's crazy. They switch their algorithms out like all the time. Like everything gets moved and everything gets. And I don't even know what's happening with this band. Anyways, it's just crazy.
Right. Exactly. Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. And you guys have a great rest of your night. And go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills. For tonight, at least.
For tonight, right.
Because I got
all right, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Sorry, Jay. I muted your mic because you had
No, I'm glad you did. I was trying to change to the other one. It's a friggin' $100 fucking Yeti mic I'm about to throw in the fucking oilies. Fucking useless thing. I don't know. Yeah, fucking microphones. Yeah. The fucking toy.
At this point, it's the paperweight.
Seriously. Fucking. Can you talk now?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. It was going well.
No, I know, but you know football and all this shit. That's the point.
Yeah, the point was, though, it was going well. I didn't want to interrupt.
So, what did you think of her picks? She picked some controversial stuff, in my opinion. But what did you think? You think the Bengals are gonna win that game? I don't know. That one's you're gonna beat the Vikings.
The Bengals versus the Vikings.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to look at it this way. Who would you think? In my opinion, was take the two quarterbacks out. Who has a better team? Who do you?
Minnesota has a better offense, right?
That's a tough one.
I mean, I would trust. Carson Wentz has a history of just not playing. I mean, he may come up big. Like I would trust him this week, and I would trust Minnesota this week. But the problem being is if I trust him this week, he's guaranteed to screw me next week.
Yeah, well,
he's no consistency. He is a train wreck.
That's
so
which week do you trust him?
It's a flip of a coin, yeah. But other than that, like I'd rather Browning. Browning's, I think in the long run, over a long haul, is a better QB.
Yeah, I agree. And they do have a couple weapons on that Bengals offense, but I don't know. That's a toss up for me.
Like the other thing too is like the Lions, Ravens. I would have went Lions, just because the Ravens have a look ahead game. They have Kansas City next week, and whether we believe it or not, even though the Lions are, potential Super Bowl, contender, it's still Ravens Chiefs. The guys are looking ahead for that game.
Yeah, probably. I would think so.
The Cowboys Bears, that's a look ahead game for the Cowboys. They get the Packers next week, and they get Parsons back into town. Everybody's looking ahead. Everybody's pumped up. Probably already talking about that game. No one's talking about the Bears. The Bears.
Right. I mean, you think
that one I like. They could sneak in because of the factor that we all know how things get pumped up down in Dallas, and it's probably been pumped up since midweek. Micah back. So yeah, I mean,
right.
I think Dallas looks ahead. I think Baltimore looks ahead. I think these teams get caught. I mean,
it'll be interesting to see. I wrote it down. And Jay, what's that? Micah, who is that? Micah Parsons picture. Was that your coffee mug?
I just happened to have it sitting beside me as you started saying that. So it's
oh, gotcha.
Like the Steelers game, I think that's depending upon what defensive line for the Steelers comes to play.
Yeah,
I mean, we have past history where, the old, Cameron Hayward, Watts and this and that, they come to be who they are. If they show up, then the Pats are in trouble. But if they don't show up like they haven't, and they haven't showed up for 2 straight weeks, Pittsburgh's in a world of hurt.
Yep, I agree.
Because if anything, if you're a lame duck and you're a wounded animal along that D line, I will say this: that left side of the Pats line will dominate you in run blocking. They will decimate you, and they can run block. May not be able to handle pass blocking yet, but they can run block the two of them.
Yeah, that rookie he's a beast.
The thing is what everybody forgets about is everybody's forgetting the guard. The guard's a rookie too. There's 2 rookies on that left side, and they're dominating.
Will Campbell, what's the guard's name?
I believe it's Marcus Bryan out of.
It is.
Yeah, and you go to, I think it was Alabama. I'm positive it's Alabama or it's either Alabama or Arkansas. I want to say Alabama, but they're 2 dominant run blockers.
So this is going to be an under game, you think? A slow running type game?
No, because I don't think either team really has a defense. The Pats defense is the most overrated I've ever seen. I watched them last week, and they were, I thought Miami stopped themselves.
Jay said the same thing before you hopped on. Miami beat themselves. The Patriots didn't win that game.
Yeah, I think Tua is a joke. I've always thought he was a joke.
Yeah.
He throws more ground balls than infield practice before a Red Sox game. I don't think he's good.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not I can't pick my nose like I keep saying. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, this is if I was going to look at like a high school game or a high school game. This is what I would say. I don't know what the spreads are. I don't care. This is just what I think is going to happen with these games.
Yeah, straight money line games.
Just in general, I just think scouting it. That's the way it is. It's.
So let me ask you, because I asked her the same thing. Do you bet parlays or do you bet just money lines or just like spreads? What do you mainly bet, or do you do all? I don't know.
I wouldn't personally touch any of that stuff, but I mean, what it is like those things make it fun for people, and you can
the parlay stuff. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you can make it fun. You can take it's like, hey, do you go?
I throw like $10-20 a week on a game of parlay. I just pick whatever. When I sign on the app and it's got people that are there and they have their picks, I like, all right, they seem smart, and I'll jump in with them. I never win, but.
Do you like when they have those raffles, like $20 to win 10,000?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all they are.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You pick, it's like that. You just take, you're taking a shot for small, cash.
Yeah,
I
that's what it is.
$1 million home run baseball thing by one fucking guy, Otani, whatever that guy's name is, hitting a home run.
And I guarantee he hit one the night after.
He hit two the night after.
Yeah, he probably had it. That's because he probably had it the other way.
Yeah, he bet it himself the other way.
Yeah, he had him. Yeah, exactly. He had $1 million on it the other way. No doubt in my mind, And
that was like a $6 bet to win $1 million or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just look at these games stout and wise as in like just watching them. I mean, and that's the way I see it. I mean, I think there's obviously there's homer tendencies. I mean, with the Patriots, but I just see if that D line is old and they don't show up. I mean, this could get ugly quick.
Yeah, you think Aaron Rodgers still has the ability?
I mean, let's be honest. He's Brett Favre at the end of the line, just like Brett was back then. He's not who he
looks good though. No.
Yeah, you know what he is? He's the guy that walks through town and everybody still thinks he's a tough guy because of a reputation from years ago. But meanwhile, he's got two pillows for hands and he can't throw. I mean, it's just like you can't. Eventually, reputation catches up with you. So he's a joke. I mean, I think he's done. He was a Hall of Famer. He had a moment, but I don't think I'm not that fan of him anymore.
He's just making money, staying in the game.
Well, no, I think it's inflating his ego. He has an incredible ego.
He's crazy. You see that Netflix video he does?
Yeah.
That show? He's crazy.
Yeah, he needs a platform to continuously tell people how intelligent he is.
He's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, great. You went to Cal. We get it, understandably. Good luck to you.
What Netflix show are you talking about? I haven't seen this.
He has some show on Netflix. He talks about. He goes into like an Indian tent with the smoke and the mushrooms and the he comes out and it's crazy. It's on Netflix. I'll find it.
Like hallucinogenic type stuff,
right. He's all into that type of.
I know he would. I remember hearing that he did like a 24-hour or 40-hour blackout where there was no sound, no light for. He was in a room where it's like a meditation, resetting his soul type
called
thing.
Enigma, the show.
Interesting. Okay.
Series. The show is series. I don't know, but it was very. He's a very weird dude. I mean, hey, he's got the money to be it, so.
Yeah, exactly. To each his own. Who am I to judge him? It'll be interesting to see how that works out. I think Metcalf's gonna, it's gonna be a lot of deep balls to Metcalf, but other than that, I don't think really Metcalf is gonna do too well either. I think his whole career has just been he's lived on the deep ball, and I don't think Aaron Rodgers really has that in him anymore. Yeah, but
they have the speed to cover the deep ball. What they can't cover is a route. They can't cover routes.
Right.
That's the problem.
A properly run route that's screwed.
Yeah, and that's what they were getting screwed on is like Tyreek Hill. He didn't run any more than 10 yards last week.
And the crazy part is
and he tore them up.
there was at least 4 or 5 times where Tyreek Hill was wide open in the zone. He sat down in the zone perfectly, and Tua just
threw a ground ball.
Yeah, either overthrew him or threw the ground ball. He wasn't even close.
Yeah, he threw a warm up grounder to the second baseman.
Really, so true, so true.
But it's just, you know, I give the Pats a shot, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what happens.
Listen, if Cam Hayward comes to play, Watts comes to play, it's going to get ugly because, you know, you got Will Campbell, you get those guys, they're going to have problems. You know, they will have problems with them.
I think that they're going to have problems anyway. You know, like Drake. I mean, even if they're good enough, right? That defensive line's good enough to be disruptive, even if they're not hitting him and, you know, putting him on his ass and pressuring him every play. I just think that it's one of those things where Drake May and McDaniels aren't on the same page yet, and there's still a lot to learn. There's still a lot to go through, and I think that, you know, like you said, if they come to play, it's going to be real bad in a lot of ways.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've seen 2 different Drake Mays too in 2 different games, because if you watch the first game, they basically had Drake May turn into somebody he wasn't. He slid after 3 yards. He looked the worst I've ever seen anybody slide. He looked awkward. He looked uncomfortable. He didn't look fluid, and it seemed like it kind of took away from some of his game. Like there was no running, there was no taking off. And then last week he ran the ball. You know, when nothing was open, he ran. And, you know, sometimes when you have a young offense, especially the offensive line, and they may be a little overwhelmed, the quarterback needs to run for yards.
Let them play the game. Let them do their thing.
Yeah, he needs to help. He really does. He needs to help sometimes, especially if you're as talented, because then what happens is they can't float the safety back, the free safety back there to play center field against the pass. They have to. They can't like drift linebackers now back into deep coverage zone. They have to actually turn around and now respect the run. So they're taking a player away from the coverage and now have to, you know, put them on them. It opens things up. It makes things easier, you know?
Yep.
In some cases, you're taking a blitzing linebacker and now you're not letting him blitz. He's now going to play deep. You know, he's got to stay back. And it's just,
it's a whole different game plan.
Yeah. When he's able to run and I get it, you know, he's the franchise. You don't want that. And, you know, this stuff happening, like, but.
Right. He's so young, they're trying to protect him.
As, you know, as the young lady said, he is like Allen. He is. I don't think he's as big. I think he's got to put a little beef on, but he is like him. Let him play like him then. It works for Allen, you know.
Let him do his thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know.
Heard that. Absolutely. What else is going on in the world? You want to?
I can't believe you got the Buffalo girl on during the Buffalo game. That was pretty impressive, by the way.
She said to me when I messaged her, she said, she's such a good shit too. She said,
"Are you an asshole?"
She said, "Just so you know," she's like, "Yeah, I'll come on and do it with you." She said, "But I'm gonna be watching the game mid-show." No. She's like, "It's on right beside my phone, and I'm gonna be watching it and enjoying it." Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, she's a diehard fan.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
In Florida, I thought she lived in Buffalo.
Yeah, she's down. Yeah, she was down in like that Miami area or something. Her and her husband moved down there not too long ago, you know, a year or two ago. But you know, poor kids, poor things. I shouldn't say kid, but poor thing's a Buffalo fan. She's used to disappointment.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys. I was saving this for, and I never heard of this, but I was saving this for the show today. You guys ever hear of crippling hot sauce?
What is it?
It's called crippling hot sauce.
No.
Someone this is the greatest hot sauce ever, apparently. And I know, no, not even based on flavor. Someone sent me this today, and 18-year-old entrepreneur. So, long story short, the kid. Fucking guy standing beside the ding of his door. Is he 75 years old? He doesn't know how technology works. Tommy, you're gonna have to unmute yourself when you're ready to talk, buddy.
He can't even hear it with his hearing aids.
That's hilarious. Crippling hot sauce was 18-year-old kid with cerebral palsy. He had a high school assignment, and the assignment was to create a business that you think would do well. He creates a hot sauce brand and crippling hot sauce because he's got cerebral palsy. So he makes a joke out of it. And teacher gives him like a B. And he's like, no, he's like, I like the idea. I like your courage, but that's a dumb idea. It'll never work. Just to spite his teacher, this kid actually created the company, and they've sold over 500,000 bottles of crippling hot sauce.
Isn't that like Gatorade? The guy who invented it failed the class or something, right?
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Oh, UPS or something was like, yeah, that'll never work.
Right.
Right. Turned out to be good for him.
Yeah. I mean, he made a joke out of being crippled, and then he's making all this money off it. So I seen it today.
Does he donate any money to cerebral palsy? Also, like, is it one of those products like you buy?
He does. 5% of every sale goes to cerebral palsy.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be huge.
It's like I seen it today. I was just like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. I wanted to see if you guys ever heard of it because I never have.
No.
But,
is it in this area? Crippling hot sauce?
No, it's in Pennsylvania, I believe. And St. Louis.
St. Louis.
But I'll be buying a bottle. I'll let you know how it goes, how it tastes. But yeah, that was interesting to me. But I just had something else in my head, but the dinging in the background fucked me up. That messed me up completely. But did you put the your Instagram back on? Did you reset that?
I did.
Oh, awesome.
Did you? You got to do yours though, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's
still
live. Yeah, it's still live. It's got the check mark, so that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, we there was a couple other things I wanted to touch on quickly. Like he doesn't even know he's literally talking to himself. Let's turn. You there, buddy? Hey, you there?
What?
Did you know you were muted for the last 10 minutes? Were you trying to talk?
No. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Are you working right now?
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Trying to.
Trying to stay awake?
No. I'm trying to figure out my phone.
What time you got to work till?
Just get done.
That ain't too bad.
Oh, that's not bad. 9:20. What are you complaining about?
Now, do you have to drive home? Or are you already home?
Yeah, no, I got to drive home. Of course. No, we kept connected to the car because everything's connected on the Bluetooth. So that's what it was.
I thought you were standing with your head directly in the wheel well so we can get that ding.
No, I'm not that incapable of using this equipment. It's just, it connects, and I was trying to shut it off, but I'm also trying to drive home. I don't really feel like being out, playing around.
I didn't think that you were incapable. I thought you were actually deliberately trolling the shit out of us.
No, did I leave my bag? I think I left my bag there. Damn.
Oh, that's
so you guys are working out in Worcester, wherever the shitholes. Do you still park down here in Terminal Street? You got to come all the way back here?
No. We're like if we film Worcester,
you got a site out there. All right.
They'll stay at the they'll park out there. They'll stay at a hotel out there Monday, Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday
night. I wanted
night.
to kill your catering buddy the other day. He's going to fucking pull into the parking lot. I was behind him. Like, fucking just take the left, buddy.
Where?
Jesus Christ. Down Terminal Street.
That wasn't us. That's not us.
Oh, all the trucks were down there.
Yeah, that's a Wahlberg movie.
Oh, his fucking catering guy sucks. Can't drive.
Yeah, they can't. They're from out of town a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Wahlberg movie.
Oh, is that Blue Bloods thing or something?
No, what it is, it's a movie about a father with a highly autistic son, and the son wants to see every NBA game, and Wahlberg's a truck driver, and basically what he does is he travels around as he's making, over the road deliveries, and I think he stops at every arena, takes the kid to every arena.
Fun.
Yeah, so they're shooting it all across the country. They have a thing out that'll shoot at different arenas and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Boston school that's autistic, they just did a TikTok trying to get his attention for him to go to school.
That Sagi school down in Canton?
Yeah, I think so. It's called like Boston or something.
Yeah. It's down in Canton. That's right on. He probably will. I mean, in his defense, like to defend him, he probably will. The problem is like he's got a heavy schedule. I imagine. I don't know nothing about the show. I know he took off to go. Like he took off. They were out to that Canelo fight that went out in Vegas. So he took off for that. He's got a busy schedule. So, but I bet he does. I bet if they get that. So they're shooting. I know they're shooting around the Canton area for the next 8 days. So I wouldn't be surprised if he stops over.
Oh, so that'd be good. That'd be nice of him to do that.
He's pretty decent like that. He will do that.
Well, he's into God, right? So
is this Donnie or Mark?
No, that's Mark. It's Mark.
Oh, okay.
Mark, that's what I thought. Yeah, Donnie's doing
Mark.
the other one, right? What are they filming in Toronto? The Boston Blue, whatever.
Yeah. He's gonna bring it here. So instead, it went to Toronto. He's got a lot of pull.
Oh, that's right. You were saying that last week. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of pull.
Didn't he just do it himself at this point? I mean, he's got to have that kind of money, no?
No, you got to have the studio money behind you, and they go where they want to go.
That's true. But he doesn't have that kind of money to produce his own thing? No?
Who knows? Don't forget. You forget the criminals that was running his career at the beginning.
This is true.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, he had that guy Star, and then one of the, I think Materano and one of them,
money, right?
Yeah, Materano and one of them were also involved, and who knows what happened to those poor kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine they get tons of money, but so a lot of times those guys, they don't make money off the record. They make peanuts off their record. That's why you see so many of these groups that tour forever. That's where they make their money.
Yeah, that's I've heard that. Yeah.
That's why they keep touring when they're young. They never. It's like, all right, we've had enough of this guy. This group, can you get off tour? No, that's where they make their money. They don't make money off the records.
And now with the digital landscape, they don't make shit off that.
Yep. So
that's why there's a bunch of independent artists like that guy Tom McDonald. I'm sure you've heard of him. He refuses to be signed for that exact reason. He makes more off his records than major label artists.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Because he does everything himself. He's like a one man band. He hires his own little marketing thing and production company or whatever. But he doesn't pay any of the royalty stuff. He doesn't pay any of the big publicity costs. None of that shit. It's all organic. He might make 5, 7, 10 grand a night performing at clubs. Probably more than that now. He's so big, but it goes. All of it goes in his pocket. None of it goes back to the label. There is no label. He's the label.
He's the label. Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's a couple artists that are like that. And I remember back in the day, what was it? TLC maybe? They're accepting the Grammy and they were telling the story of how they were flat broke on the stage, the post acceptance stage, explaining how they sold a couple 100 million records or whatever it was and don't have a dime in the bank.
Jesus. Yeah.
But on that same note, speaking of criminals, we'll transition over to. I wanted to see if you guys see that video of that lady in Roxbury that shoved the elderly woman off the bus.
Yes.
She was released today on a $5,000 bail.
Of course she was. I'm surprised it was even 5,000.
Unbelievable. That
She has absolutely zero intention of going back to court.
None. She's already violated her probation in the past on a cocaine trafficking case.
Yeah, no chance of going back.
None. That wasn't her first offense.
None.
Exactly.
But then again, you know what? Initial reaction is, all right, what she did was horrible. But our initial reaction, just which it was, she'll never go back. But then again, like, do you blame her with the way the judicial system in Massachusetts is? Why would I go back? What are they going to do? They don't do nothing. They really don't punish anybody.
Yeah,
well, why not go back? You just go back and it's over with. You got to continue
because
and put out a finding.
That's the way we think. But I mean,
you cut a deal, right?
Yeah, it's apples and oranges, because at the end of the day, like, you could go back and you're not going to get punished. I just decide I'm going to cut out the middleman. I'm not going back. I know I'm not going to get punished. Who cares? And then when they catch up to me, I'm still not going to get punished. So who cares?
Yeah, though that's true. That's what it is. There is no checks and balances.
No. This entire state is a disgrace.
Yep. But somehow, meanwhile, Kelsey Fitzsimmons, the North Andover police officer, is still locked up.
Yeah, I honestly have no clue about that case. I never paid attention to it. I don't know.
What did she do?
All right.
My buddy that drives around with me listens to every one of your videos, and I heard a little bit about it today. And I asked him, can you please stop playing his videos? I have to listen to him on a regular basis.
What the fuck, buddy? Well, tell him I appreciate him following and listening to my stuff.
All of a sudden, he started playing one of your Instagram videos, and I'm turning and I was like, are you shitting me? And he goes, what? I listen to this guy all the time. He's great. I love him. I goes, yeah, he's pisser.
He's something.
He goes, why? Have you listened to him? And I goes, I listen to him. Yeah, when I call him. He goes, what do you mean when you call him? I goes, he's a friend of mine.
I've gotten that same conversation's happened like 5 or 6 times for me. It's crazy how many followers I actually have that people listen locally. But I appreciate you shitting on my life. You thank him for me, please.
Oh yeah, of course. It goes without saying.
Yeah, appreciate that, buddy. That's how I know you love me. That's where it really comes from. But yeah. The Kelsey Fitzsimmons case. Long story short, she was a North Andover police officer, going through postpartum depression. Her and her fiance were up in Maine, had a disagreement. The weekend ended. Come home. He files for a restraining order for himself and the child. She has custody of the child. Her North Andover Police Department fellow officers came to her house to serve her the protection order, and somehow she gets shot in the chest.
Oh, really?
North Andover PD shoots one of their own in the chest, and she had 4 surgeries, and she was in the hospital for 50 days. She gets out of the hospital, they lock her up. Dangerousness hearing. She's so unsafe that there's no bail conditions that could make the public safe, so they lock her up.
Yeah.
And so the case goes in front of a grand jury. Grand jury says, there's no way we're going to charge her with attempted murder like you want us to. We're going to charge her with assault and battery, with assault with a dangerous weapon. So because of that, the judge now has to offer her bail conditions or accept, have a conversation about them. And they force her to blow into the scram, the alcohol scram device. This case has nothing to do with alcohol. But she blows into the scram. They come back 3 days later with her probation officer beside her, the court employee probation officer, says to the judge, she can't blow in the scram. She said, here's the doctor's note that says it. She said, surgery, all this stuff, she can't breathe, she got broken ribs. They lock her back up because she doesn't want to comply with the conditions of release. The probation officer, the doctor, everybody agrees that she can't blow into the scram. Judge locks her back up because she asked for relief, what she's supposed to do, advocate for herself. Judge don't want to hear it. get back in prison. So she's still in prison right now.
Jeez.
The craziest part is there's not a single bit of evidence that's not hearsay. Every single bit of evidence that they have is hearsay. The boyfriend's restraining order, hearsay. The cop that shot her in the chest, they were by themselves. They didn't follow procedure. His word versus hers, hearsay. And she's still in prison.
Well, what you need to do is a deep dive, A, on the boyfriend, and B, on the cops, and C, on the judge, and see what connection there is between the three of them. Because there's a guarantee there's a connection.
100%. That's currently what I'm doing. He's got a transportation of narcotics charge from back when he was in his early 20s, maybe late teens, and he's a firefighter. He's a firefighter in North Andover, and the judge has legal offices in North Andover, or did at one point, and so there's all internal connections there. My whole point
more than likely go find out who the lawyer was on his case, and see what law firm he worked for, and there's probably a tie there.
Oh, I'm sure there is, 100%. But my point to all this is, she is still in jail on all this hearsay evidence, and this lady shoves an old lady out of a bus, almost kills her, and then throws her shopping cart on top of her, and she's out on a $5,000 release.
Jeez.
And there was another guy, did you hear about the guy Willie Cowart? He was the 69-year-old guy that grabbed a 14-year-old boy a couple weeks ago and put a chemical-filled rag over his face and tried to taking him away.
No.
He's been released too.
Yeah, dude. So there you go. So what do you think's going to happen to this girl on the bus?
Yeah, nothing.
She's going to get someone to come in and petition that the $5,000 is way too much. It's going to get knocked down to personal. She gets released on her own personal recognizance, and then she's never going to reappear, and the case is just going to drift off into suspension land or somewhere, and nothing's ever going to happen.
To your exact point, that guy that attacked the 14-year-old boy with the chemical-filled rag was released on a personal.
Yep.
Released on a personal. So it's there's no checks and balances. There's no consistency. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah. Nope. Nothing.
But that's the state.
Into a car accident.
No, there's two people on 93 right now, and they're flying in and out of chasing each other, flying in and out of the cutting people off, and they must, it's two imbeciles that are out on loners or or whatever.
So you decided to blow your horn at them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I wasn't this far from home, I probably would have moved into them. I don't really care. It's only a car to me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Oh yeah, they're racing. The Fast and the Furious.
You don't get pulled over for traffic stops anymore. I don't see people.
No, you just keep on going. There's no judicial system in Massachusetts anymore.
Gone.
It's a joke.
Completely
gone.
Yeah, I say all the time, as long as you're in Boston city limits, you won't get pulled over. I don't know the last time I don't know that I've ever been pulled over by a Boston cop.
Yep.
And Jay, you've driven with me more times than we can count. How many red lights do I run? Have you ever met anybody who runs more red lights than me?
No.
It's not even close.
You just run them. You just drive through them.
It's not even close.
Not even close at all. No.
And I've never been pulled over.
No.
It's a joke.
Howie's never died either, but yeah, you've blown through many of the red lights.
Yeah, I mean, I'm safe.
And on the phone, not paying attention. Yeah. So.
You got that.
That's what I said. You don't get pulled over for traffic stuff anymore. No one. I can't even think of the last time I've seen a cop car behind a person pulled over. I can't. I'm not even being kidding you. Not that I drive much, but I mean on the highway going to New Hampshire and stuff different. But downtown Boston,
right?
I just don't.
In Boston city limits, I couldn't tell you the last time that's happened. I don't know that I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen that. It's always a stadium on the highway, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the state of New Hampshire, they pull you over like crazy, but.
Right. A lot of the back road small towns, they'll get you.
Yeah.
But not around here.
No, I honestly can't think of the last time I had seen one.
Not in the city. But yeah, it's getting worse, And they're talking about opening those safe injection sites. They're still discussing that legislation in the city.
I think they're doing it in Montreal, right?
No, they're still. I forget the number of the bill, what bill number it is, but that's up for discussion again as well. For here in Boston.
So there's a number. I see it on the back of a bus. You can call this number while you're getting high, and you can talk to them, so they'll make sure you're not getting high or die when you shoot.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've seen it on the back of like MBTA buses. I have to take a picture the next time I see it.
How about just offer these people some resources?
It's like 1-800-INJECT or something, or Don't Inject Alone. I forget what it's called.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's whatever. It's a sickness. It's not, and I'm talking about the politicians.
Right.
800-484-3731.
And this isn't even on political lines or whatever. These people are sick. They're really sick. I mean, and they because they have there's no, I can't think of the exact words, like
accountability, checks and balances.
Accountability in their mind and everything like that. Like they find no remorse, like they have no remorse. Like, oh yeah, we just let that girl who, hit the old lady off the bus. We let her out on $5,000, and then she just ran somebody over in a.
Right.
What time's the ferry from Nantucket?
Right, exactly. Well, that's the problem, right? They don't even live around here. They don't give a shit. They're gone.
Yeah.
But
so
it's what it is.
Yeah. And it's across the board. It's not.
Right. It's not Democratic.
It's not a town. It's not a race. It's not a creed. They're doing it to everybody. They just don't care. Everybody is extremely innocent until you cannot, until it's impossible to attempt to prove that they're guilty, and then we just try to make a plea.
Jake, can you text me that? What is the purpose of that line?
So as I'm getting high right now, I'll call them, and they'll talk to me and make sure I don't overdose.
And they just stay on the phone with you?
And they just stay on the phone with you, yeah, till you're ready to go. And you say, okay, I'm good, and you leave. Or you just keep talking to them. And if you don't, yeah. And if you do nod out, they'll send EMS to you. They have on their site, it shows.
My brain goes to a bad place. I have so many jokes. There's so many. You know what I mean? I'll just do that junkie voice that I do and call them.
Well, how long before somebody like Jake Scally calls them and does it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
he does that whole bid and everything like that. How long before he does it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just call and give them. Wow.
So think about that: 60,000 calls, and they've only had to send 250. Like, is that really the best use of resources?
Just call them and ask for a recipe. You know what I mean? Like, just like.
Tell them how long to baste the turkey for.
What's going on, George? I got a 12-pound turkey, George. You know what I mean? And just do that and just fucking torture their soul. I know it's not funny. I get it. An addiction's not a joke. But my opinion, there's no reason for this line. What the fuck are they gonna do? Stupid. I know that's a controversial take. I don't care.
You can sign up to volunteer if you'd like, and
I can just give it right back to them.
You can answer the phone. Yeah.
What's going on, buddy? You got one more? Can you share the wealth?
Yeah, Sonny Driscoll.
Anyway.
Sonny. Great guy.
Did you see that bald cunt? Oh, can we say that? That's probably not a good word. That bald woman, Ayanna Presley, just got awarded her husband, Conan Harris.
Her husband.
10-year convict.
Yeah.
Got awarded that massive community development bid. It was for apartments in Roxbury.
He's the best developer out there, right? He won. He must have been the best choice.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
who
used to use that? He was a toll collector. He was the best toll collector out there. No political influence.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a great line.
His toll collecting was above and beyond everybody else's, and the entire Tobin Bridge was not going to last without him.
Entire state of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Oh.
No, we'll save that for off though. Yeah, we'll save that for off. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, he was best builder out there, right? He's the best developer, and that dream developers. A couple people from Boston, they're subcontracting it and doing it in partnership with builders in New York. This is all just a game they're playing. It's a legal, positioning game where they're using Ayanna Presley's.
Listen, look up. What the hell is her name? The other one, Elizabeth Warren.
Yep.
Look up how many books she has written. It's got to be about 47 of them.
Really?
Because they pay her $1 million a book, right? She never published it. It never goes out there, but that's how they kick the money back to her. Oh, it's for my book deal. She's written like 47 different books. When does she have time to write all those books? She's in Congress all day long.
Not one of them understandable.
None of them, but that's how they give her the money back, how they funnel the money back to her. Book deals. I'm sure Ayanna Presley has 57 book deals. AOC got probably 37 bartender books.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren has 100. She has 12 books and over 100 articles that she's written.
Thank you. Yeah, which she's all paid for. They pay her for.
Right.
No one has an Elizabeth Warren book on their shelf.
That's a good point.
Maybe not everybody, but seriously.
Yeah,
look at them all. There's a children's coloring book or some shit. Come on.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, someone mentioned that to me. I was like, no shit. Because how do you make $150,000 a year in you own homes in Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Roxbury,
there is
Dorchester, right?
There's a children's book in 2021 called Pinky Promises that she wrote.
Yep. Yeah, she wrote that, right? Sure, she did.
My thing though is
$5 million for it.
Is that husband has worked for her for years and years and years. Now all of a sudden that development firm decided that, well, how can we exist without him? We're gonna have to hire.
By the way, he's in private security, so how did he win a development deal?
Yeah,
that was his company, private security.
Yeah, he was for her. It was private security for her.
Yeah, exactly.
So
a criminal who got a license to carry because of special circumstances, she got it approved.
But I mean, what credentials does he have that dictates that he has any knowledge over developing large parcels of property? Hold on, let me give it to him, because I seen him with a set of Legos one time. I'll tell you right now, man, that man can build. It's like, what does he have? What has he done? He might have built kilos into a nice, castle one day somewhere around the house or something, but what has he done?
That's the thing, is they're not even using his expertise. They're just saying he's an investor in the development company.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I would rather they just come out and go, hey, listen, we're going to use this company because they're going to kick me back so much money. I would go along with that better and be able to understand it than this nonsense about, my husband's such a, an integral part of this. That
exactly. Don't blow smoke up my ass.
Exactly. Like, who do you think you're insulting?
They're giving him this parcel, this land over here to develop. They're getting this piece to develop because she's signing a bill that's going to approve something land deal somewhere else where they're going to make $100 million. So That's what it's all. Come on.
Oh, 100%. It's to real quick back to your Elizabeth Warren point. She's made $40.6 million writing books.
Thank you. Come on. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
That's not bullshit. Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But that's the problem, right? It's one of those things where.
But it's legal.
Right.
I'd rather they just.
legal.
I'd rather they're open and just steal the money. I would rather. I could accept it easier, and I would be less disgruntled about it.
They should be like NASCAR. Whoever they're taking money from, they should have on their suits.
Yeah, just steal the money.
They should have a sticker on.
Just openly say it. Hey, listen, you know what I mean? To the victors go the spoils. You idiots voted for us. We'll slap your mentally challenged kid that, can't spell cat, a job working in DPW or something like that, and we're gonna steal all this money. How's that sound?
100%.
That's it. Just admit it to us.
Yeah, I would respect it more if they just said that.
Yeah, I would too. It'd be so much easier. It'd be like, okay, hey, to the victors go the spoils.
It's true.
You won. Good luck to you.
Yep. It's true. Does Ayanna Presley's husband actually have a gun license?
Yeah, he has a security firm.
He's a private security. Yeah.
Yep.
Stop.
Yeah, he was. That's what he was hired as.
Yeah.
And
she doesn't have Secret Service or any Park Service. She has his company as her Secret Service, as her service, security.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's going to have to be a video.
Yeah, on top of, on top of her being Steve Harvey's stand-in.
Say that again?
On top of her being Steve Harvey's stand-in.
Yes, exactly. I know I missed a joke in there somewhere. She's a creature, to say the least.
Looks like Mrs. Potato Head.
100%.
Oh.
That's what I'm going with from now on. Thank you, Mrs. Potato Head. Yep.
Go look at Mr. Potato Head without the stash, and then look at her. She looks like Mrs. So obviously Mrs. Potato Head.
Yep.
So his past public safety experience, he worked as Boston City Hall as a senior public safety advisor. I have no idea what that means. And as the director of My Brother's Keeper of Boston.
He is currently, according to this website, the deputy director for the mayor's office of public safety initiatives.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Jesus Christ. Well, do you know what the director of entertainment after hours does, or whatever that one? She got hired about 2 years ago, and I still don't know what she does. Yeah. The nightclub, the one that was going to research and got hired at, I think it was over $175,000 a year to research. For her job was to research and look at the potential of opening bars up until 4 o'clock, like New York. She was going to forcefully steam through and do that. Meanwhile, I know a bar owner who owns 4 different bars in the city and wants absolutely nothing to do with that because, number one, the later you go, the drunker they get, the more damage and problems they cause.
Yep.
Number two, you're now asking your workers to put in another 2 hours, and people don't want to do that.
Right, it's not worth the extra money. The extra money you'll make in those 2 hours doesn't justify being up till 5 a.m.
No, because at the end of the day, like he says, you've seen what I've done. You've hung around.
Yep.
The bar closes at 2. He's not out of there till 3:45.
Oh, easily.
So,
probably later.
So now you close at 4. He's not out of there till 6 a.m.
Right. The sun's back up.
Yeah, and you've asked people to be in there since 6 p.m.
That's the latest. They're probably there since 2, prepping the food and getting everything set. And
he said staff does not want to work. It's what he told me. They will not want to work. This is the stupidest idea.
Of course, though. But it's.
But she hired him, so I mean, yeah, she just hires anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody. So that'll be interesting to look up if he's if he's how much he's actually making as a public employee.
Yeah.
So he did that all for Walsh. I'm pretty sure he's not with the city anymore.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the ringleader of all of this. I mean, he's the extreme ringleader who escaped before the end of the end of the empire. Marty Walsh.
Yeah, it looks like this My Brother's Keeper is tied to Obama and blackmail advancement office, but
right.
It doesn't really exist anymore. My Brother's Keeper, Boston.
That is a surprise.
Look what just come out the other day. I mean,
they still have a website, but
one of Marty's key people.
What's that?
The kid Pat Brophy he was contacting people after hours and the people were getting right back to him. A part of what was it, Jay?
That has to do with that. What are those things? The rest stops throughout the city, throughout the state on the highways. I think on the Mass Pike.
Yeah.
So there's a company that guaranteed. You ready for the number?
Talk to me.
$900 million every year guaranteed back to the state.
Okay.
The other company said we'll just base it on a percentage of our profits after, whatever that other one is. There's the one where, like, we made $1 billion, but then after, we
net
paid
profits.
everybody profits, right? So they were going to give a percentage of that. This other company says, I will give you basically $1 billion every year guaranteed for the life of the contract. Every year, $1 billion directly right off the top of the state.
Boom, done.
Nope. They went with the other one because they're friends with Brophy and all these people and all these backdale room deals.
Yeah, he was texting them and he was telling people, yeah, I text them at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They get right back to me.
Yep. And texted them, hey, I'll meet you down the vineyard. Coming by the house. We'll grab dinner. We'll do this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Monday afternoon. You should be working.
Like you're not supposed to have connections with these people.
Right. There's a conflict of interest. People who are writing the contracts and securing the contracts don't get to negotiate those things.
Not even that. It's the person who made the decision saying, yeah, we're picking this company.
Yep.
That's who he's calling saying, hey, we doing this? Hey, you're my best friend, right? We're good buddy. Oh, yeah. Horrible text. Unbelievable text.
Where do I find all these texts?
Howie Carr just put it out everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and this, you want to stay local stuff. Supposedly, I'm saying supposedly because I don't want to get sued, right? There was a traffic design study committee for the Encore Casino that Al Carrier was the lead for, and Pat Brophy was actually the one doing all the stuff in the background and just telling Al what to do or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, traffic design study, Charlestown was screwed with traffic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Brophy decided what was best for us for traffic.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Kid from Dorchester is in the closet.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. I don't even know him.
No.
Oh.
I don't know how he's still alive, to be honest with you.
I'm just amazed that as more and more I see some of these people that run cities, they're like they're behind the scenes and they're really pulling the strings and everything like that. Most of these people are imbeciles. Like they're like borderline educated, they're unintelligent, and politicians too. They're like they have 22 colleges on their resume, but they spent a week at each of them.
Right, that's the thing, right? Is they're honorary doctorates because they
don't even have those. They just write, oh yeah, attended Harvard, attended Bunker Hill Community College, attended AIC, attended Springfield, attended here. Yeah, you attended, I mean, it was great. You checked out the bathrooms, went to lunch, and then left and never come back after a month. I mean, but what else did they do?
That's interesting. You guys got to text me this stuff on the side. I'll be doing videos about all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's please, not on Instagram. My buddy follows him. I can't listen to it all day long.
Buddy, just tell him to put his earpiece in. You know what I mean?
Oh, he doesn't. He's Italian. He can't help himself. Everybody got to hear everything he does.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But
that's all right. Just tell him to call me next time. Just give him
like I tell him all the time, he's Italian. There's nothing he can do about it.
It's not his fault,
No, it's not his fault.
Does he have that stupid fucking accent too? Like
no.
Like the northern the tree meatballs. You get the gabagool and the mozzarella. They talk like that.
A little bit.
Oh, fucking nice. Probably a nice guy, but
The best. The best.
Nice guy, but tell him I send my condolences.
Yep, the best.
In the process of moving things around, so I can join you guys. Ron Thompson will be. I should probably read this out loud, right? Yeah. This is from. Explain to me who this is again.
That would be from Pat Brophy to.
And who is Pat Brophy?
He
used to work for the mayor. It was his right-hand man.
Okay, so he's like a chief of staff,
but
or
never,
something similar.
Never on the books and anything high level. But
okay.
he was the right-hand guy.
Okay,
so
unofficially connected to
Bosworth, who's making the decision on the contract at the state.
Okay, so this is. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is Pat Brophy texting the guy who's actually deciding who's getting the contract that Pat is influencing, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, so Pat's unofficially connected to the mayor, right? And that's what.
Well, he was the mayor's chief of staff when Marty was in the office.
See,
now he works for
he was chief of staff. Okay,
John Fish.
Yeah.
So, and this is all Howie Cow's reporting this. So if you get mad at somebody, talk to Howie.
Yeah, exactly.
This is actually on Howie's Twitter. This is where I just pulled this from. So
okay, so it says, and this is Patrick Brophy. Hey, in the process of moving things around so I can join you guys. Jeff Weatherford and Ron Thompson will be there as well. They are some of the best at Suffolk. Let's meet at 711 Atlantic Ave. Get suited with the PPE and walk over. Sound good? Lee responds, sounds great. Don't change your plans unless you want to be there. Thanks. Can I call you right back? Sorry, can't talk. Yeah. So he's literally talking about what are they walking through?
This $900 million ripoff deal to give to the company and take
the project that they were discussing.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Unbelievable. Disgusting.
Go to Howie's website. He's got a bunch of stuff. It's kind of wild what he has there.
Yeah, Howie's great.
Yeah.
Howie's been great. So, but yeah, there's a lot happening in the city. I try to get and do videos on as much of it as I can just to keep the conversation going, to expose it all, right? Because most people don't even know about this shit.
Doesn't matter. They don't care.
That's true.
This is why I'm saying nobody in the state cares. Nobody cares. They're all doing everything else, and again, as long as my moronic son or daughter who doesn't want to do anything can get a job working somewhere where they only have to report 12 hours a week and they can spend the rest of the week in Starbucks or Dunkies or whatever. That's all they care about. They let the politicians run wild. They never, that's it.
I just lost my train of thought. So completely lost my train of thought on that because that's so mind blowing to me. It's so incredible. Oh, Maya Wu, she just get in the preliminary got 72% of the vote? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yep.
72% of the vote. How the fuck is that even possible?
Because they're the only ones that come out and voted.
Yeah, because 64% of the people stayed home.
It's incredible to me. That's incredible to me.
You have to understand most of the civil.
They're saying he got in the race to keep everybody else out with the wink and the nod that now the deal will get done.
Oh,
but
really?
You have to understand nobody is ever going to beat these nuts.
No.
Because at the end of the day, the police who are most affected by it, right?
Yep.
We'll say by these wacko woke jobs, most affected. None of them live in the city. None of them.
Right. Yeah, they're all. Yeah.
If they have, say, I'm throwing a number out there. If they have 6,000 members, probably 5,800 of them live outside the city. They don't vote, so
right.
They can keep doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah, less than 10% of the members you're saying live outside the city. Live in the city.
The fire department, all outside the city.
Right.
Think of all the unions, even the union I'm in. All right, we backed Wu. It didn't matter. There's 4 people that live in the goddamn city in the entire union.
Yeah. A union endorsement is just basically that $500 check from the union, and they get to use their logo on the website or materials.
Well, that Carpenters Union one's that's a heavy endorsement because you got that sign right on 93.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's just
the electronic one.
But these are the people that can change a vote, because they're the middle class working people that are getting sick of everything. But we don't.
Well,
they don't live in the city.
Sorry. The Carpenters and 103 are both electronic. Sorry.
Oh yes, that's true. They're right on 93. That's right.
Yeah, they just don't live in the city, so they're never gonna. It's never gonna change. It's get used to it. It's the way it goes. And that's it.
And all you do is you get union members to stand there on the polls that day, right? But the people stand there from Waltham, Linfield, Saugus, and nothing. The Charlestown kid, what's his name? Chris Brennan does it very well, right? Did it for Marty. Had the painters union out there.
Yeah, none of them voted.
Right? They're holding signs out there. It looks like he's got all these people.
Yep.
And Marty just gave a job to everybody, so that was
it's never gonna
do it. Honestly,
ever gonna change. It's never ever gonna.
You want to win as mayor? Simple choice. Marty did it. Give anybody you want an endorsement. Yep, I'll give you a job. Give him a job for the first year. What do you care? Yeah, I'll give you a job. Sure, no problem. You gonna endorse me? Great. All right, get out there, endorse me.
It's true. It's true.
What do you need? Yep, I'll do that for you. Sure, absolutely. Doesn't say you have to do it. Absolutely, I'll do it for you. Definitely. Yeah, I'll make you the commissioner of parks. Yeah, absolutely. Get out there. Okay. Get your whole family to vote for me. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Joe Griffin comes knocking on the door, hey, can I come to be commissioner of parks? Who are you? Yeah, I'll give you a job cutting grass. Like,
right.
Oh, you said I could be the parks commissioner. Yeah, okay. Have a good day.
Yeah, get away from me.
Yeah, then you got a Pat Brophy standing there. You go, you can't talk to. I just had this conversation with a kid, young kid. We all know him. He works for the city. He's got a great job. I'm not going to use his name because he's got a great job in the city. He's really doing good things for himself. He's literally giving back. He's got internships from schools. Like, he's doing some really cool shit. He was offered a job. He went out there, worked his ass for Marty. Promised a job. Never happened. Never came through. Somebody else got the job.
Of course.
When approached about it, Brophy was yelling at him, "Oh, fucking, why are you being an asshole to my?" Like, being an asshole. My father wants to go up there and kill him. Like, you promised me a job. We went out there for you. So, but it's worked out better for him. He's made his own way because he is a good person. He's doing good things. But that's all Marty did. Yeah.
Good for him.
I'll do it for you.
Good for him.
And held a grudge against me and Tommy because we tortured him.
Who?
Marty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I mean, that was very clear.
I'm telling you, years later, I had someone set up a meeting with me and Marty down the Warren Tavern, and he wanted to know why we were so mean to him. I said, buddy, it wasn't personal. Fucking.
Yeah, it was.
With the other guy. I said, you're telling me I really bothered you? He goes, till this day, I'm still bothered by this. I'm like, buddy, are you fucking kidding me?
Put some Vagisil in your tampon, you fucking.
Oh, it was crazy. I just laughed. I was like, buddy, well, sorry. It was the other guy. It was Tommy fucking did it all anyway. So.
Yeah. I love how you guys are blamed for everything.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. It's fucking incredible.
I literally just bought a laptop for this fucking show. I haven't even been on the fucking internet. I just had to go out and buy a laptop for this show.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we're all over the internet doing everything.
I don't know one.
Yeah, exactly. But
all right. It's funny. I was at where we at? Danny Hooley's Christmas birthday party or something, and there was something going on. I think the Bunker Hill pool. We were just getting blamed for something else. I literally handed my phone to somebody. I was like, "Here's my phone. Go through it." I'm not even on social media. The person was like, "Holy shit, there's nothing in your phone." I said, "Yeah, I give a fuck. That's what's happened to the Bunker Hill pool."
Yeah, I mean, that fucking place is a disaster, bro.
I'm gonna spend $10 million and there'll be 30 people in it the next day. Fucking then the next day there'll be 4 people.
That's a conversation we'll have to have, not in front of the camera.
Yeah. Nah,
that's unbelievable. That whole scenario.
Yeah. But and then now you got the North End. They're tearing down the Marabella pool area, building a beautiful community center, beautiful center, pool. It's going to be phenomenal. Same thing they should have did at the bunker that they wouldn't let them do. So.
Right. All the abutters up the bunker were complete.
Eating tacos.
100%.
He was just digging in for Twinkies or something in the fridge.
Well, was that Doritos, a Twinkie, or what was that?
There was nothing.
That noise was nothing.
That wasn't me.
What was that, fucking paper towel?
Yeah, it actually was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Oh fuck!
Save me a ding dong. I'll stop by.
Yeah, it was aspirins.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're building a beautiful community center now on the fucking Marabella site, and they're still gonna have their outdoor pool.
Still gonna have an outdoor. It's gonna be incredible, and all the abutters up the bunker were the problem.
Yep, could have had the same setup. Beautiful fucking setup, but hey, whatever.
Yep. They didn't want the community center up there because that means all the riffraff from the bottom of the hill would come up.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want those done.
You know, they don't want it there all year long. They'll deal with it for the pool for a month or two,
But how much longer are they there for? Once that development's done, I mean, those people are gone in the next 10 years anyways.
Right.
Or changing, I should say.
Right. Yep. But anyway, time to call it a night for me. I'm going to go shower.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Excellent. Good night.
Good night, gentlemen.
See you. Talk to you later. Bye.